I'm Meg Guy, East Tennessee Regional Interpretive Specialist with Tennessee State Parks. Today's video is to celebrate National Pawpaw Day on September 17th. Woo! National Pawpaw Day! Now, some of you are probably thinking, it's about time there was a day to commemorate the pawpaw. But others of you might be scratching your head and wondering, what's a pawpaw? Well, this is a pawpaw. The pawpaw is actually North America's largest native fruit, not counting gourds, which botanically are fruits but are mostly considered as vegetables by most people. Pawpaw's Latin name is Asimina triloba. And it's actually in the same genus, Asimina, as other tropical fruits like the soursop, ylang-ylang, custard apple. And it does have some qualities kind of like a tropical fruit. For one thing, the smell. It has this amazing fragrance when it's ripe that's kind of, I don't know, kind of like pineapple, banana. And the trees have these large kind of palm-like leaves. It definitely looks very much like a tropical tree, but they grow here in the southeastern United States and in the Midwest. They're very predominant here in the Appalachian region of East Tennessee. And that's why we want to celebrate the pawpaw today, because they're an important part of our forest here in East Tennessee and something that you may find when you visit your Tennessee state parks. Now, September 17th, it's a great time for National Pawpaw Day because pawpaw season around here, they tend to ripen up between late August and mid-September. Now's the time to get out and find those pawpaws. Let's head down to the pawpaw patch and see what more we can learn about the trees. So here we are in a small patch of young pawpaw trees, and you can see that these are small understory trees. They don't get to be towering giants of the forest. In fact, they probably only grow to about 30 or 40 feet high. And these are our young trees here. But as you can see, they have these long, tropical looking leaves down here in the middle of the forest of East Tennessee. And they're really readily recognizable by these leaves. But the one thing that's very distinctive about these leaves is the smell. So if you'll gently rub the leaves and then give a whiff, the smell is unmistakable. Some people say that it smells a little bit like kerosene or diesel fuel. I don't think it smells that bad myself. I actually think it smells pretty much like green bell pepper. So not necessarily a bad smell, but definitely a very strong, very distinctive smell. This strong smell that the pawpaw leaves give off, it's most likely a defensive mechanism against predation. So, if you were coming along to chomp on these leaves and you noticed a strong, chemically smell, you might think twice before you took a bite. Chemicals in the pawpaw leaves also help our Tennessee state butterfly avoid predation. Zebra swallowtails use pawpaw as their host plant and lay their eggs on pawpaw leaves, which becomes the caterpillar's sole food source. Since you are what you eat, the pawpaw chemicals make the caterpillars and butterflies unpalatable to birds. Another interesting fact about pawpaw trees is that they grow in patches, sometimes very thick. This is because a tree can reproduce vegetatively, basically cloning itself into a new tree that shoots up from the existing roots. All of these clonal trees make up an organism connected under the ground that's not self-pollinating, which means you may find a thick patch of pawpaw trees that doesn't produce any pawpaws. So now, let's take a closer look at that pawpaw fruit. Just like the leaves, the fruit also has a very strong smell when it's ripe. But unlike the leaves, I think this is a very pleasant smell. It smells very sweet, and like I said, a tropical fruit smell. I think this would attract the wildlife who like to come eat pawpaws, such as raccoons and squirrels and even black bears. Why don't we open it up and take a look at the flesh and the seeds inside? So as the pawpaw ripens up, it softens, and you can see these black spots on the skin. It'll ripen up from green to more of a yellowish color with these black spots, just like a banana. But it gets very soft and very easy to slice into. You can see inside it has this creamy yellow flesh and these dark brown seeds. The flesh is very soft and squishy, so kind of like an overripe banana or a really ripe mango. And the seeds, there are several seeds, sometimes as many as 12, I would say. And they look kind of like dark brown beans that are flat in one side, surrounded by this fleshy membrane. Let me get one loose and show you. So you can see that smooth, dark brown bean looking shape of the seed. So now it's time for the taste test. You know, some people, they say the leaves kind of smell like kerosene or diesel fumes. I don't notice that. I've also heard people say that the fruit can have an undertaste that's sort of like diesel, kerosene kind of. But it smells delicious to me. It smells very sweet, almost like a mango. I think it's pretty sweet and yummy. Anyway, hope you guys can get out there into your Tennessee state parks and maybe find a pawpaw for National Pawpaw Day, or just uncover some other unique treasures in your Tennessee state parks. Happy National Pawpaw Day.